final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Give to the running back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off time, and a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. To the air, it's Lagway. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Gators want to move quickly. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, that you watch film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down, you throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Wide open downfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out of the 40. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Gators send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's dribbling. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The most mind-boggling stat from last season is that Ole Miss trailed for a grand total of 2 minutes all year long and somehow lost 3 games and missed the playoff.
Yeah, it was incredible, but it was a great year. You saw the line of scrimmages for Ole Miss really take over. Offensive, defensive lines, that was the strength of their team that allowed them to thrive, to win more games, to be more dominant. Palmer reloading a lot of guys in those new spots.
Including a quarterback. No more Jackson Dart. Obviously, he was a huge part of their success. Last several years, really, we always expect Lane Kiffin to find a good one. But this year, that position's got to play well.
Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like? And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. The play-action fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. To the air, it's Flagway. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. And the Gators decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the return. He's got great speed. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. From the shotgun, the inside give. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. He makes a catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. Now, they love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road, potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
He's dragged down at the 12, chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Buys a little time with his feet. At the 35, he's loose. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
You don't get very many opportunities to finish the play with a quarterback. A lot of times they're protected so well nowadays, but when he's a ball carrier, it's fair game, and what a great job bringing the wood.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. To throw, it's Lagway. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job.
The snap to the up man, they'll fake it. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
Man, and you want to catch the defense sleeping, but what a great job by the defense. Staying alert, staying aware. They run the fake punt. They're ready for it. They make the tackle, and they stop them short.
Got it behind the line. It's Taylor.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haas. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Secures it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Wallace. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Looking down the left side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 7 over Virginia. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. To the air, it's Lagway. He uncorks one deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, going up top. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Lets it fly. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And wings it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. To the air on first down. Going for the big play. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Bringing the heat. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and
intercepted, number 19. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Haas. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
The linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see him kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Florida! Special teams proving to be special.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. At the 45 on his way. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. And the Rebels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Simmons. The sweet feet buy a little time. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Plucks it out of the air. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
On the option. The pitch.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
The offense changing the play. The snap sets up to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to scramble. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Gators will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off play action on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Haas. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Rebels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Rebels are flying down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the pummeling has started. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Daniels. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. On the move, it's Daniels. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with a first down. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a W.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. And they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
They boot it away on 4th down. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. On the run, it's Daniels. Nice move to pick up yardage.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to...
The ball pops out. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
And you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Quarterback moving. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync.
Going for it all. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to throw, it's Simmons. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback keeps it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory.